the end of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Kind of been, it's been hanging there for a while now. Kind of knew that things were looking legally very complicated, but I'll take a second here and this is my first time seeing it, so I kind of wanted to read it with y'all, and we can discuss a little bit further here. Hey folks, Scott Kaiser here, Kaiser Neko. There's been a lot of talk last year about the future of Dragon Ball Z Abridged and while we've tried to update people, we failed at making things crystal clear for everyone. We're planning on making a full video talking about it, but we want to make sure that we give you the full rundown now that we've made our final decisions. We currently have no plans to continue with the Buu saga in our original style or in the style of shorts at this time. Recently, we publicly announced DBZ will not continue via the original footage, a la our classic method of abridging. However, we talked publicly about possibly moving forward with the Buu saga via the same animation provided in the shorts. Unfortunately, after serious deliberation, we currently find this process untenable. For those of you with questions, I'm going to try to address them here. You guys promised season 4 of DBZA. Why did this change? Several factors here. I mean, first off, this is already like toxic entitlement. Like they owe you nothing. But all right, moving on though. The ending of Cell Saga gave us a sense of finality that is impossible for us to escape. We put our hearts and souls into making that finale stand out, and everything we've worked on with the original footage since it's left us feeling hollow. This is a distinctly personal reason, but it's also incredibly important. Many shows lose steam as time goes on, as the creators extend their work far beyond its natural lifespan. We're feeling that with this, and that's a scary, depressing thought. We don't want to end up like The Simpsons, Dexter, Scrubs, just to name a few. And yes, we know there's a lot more story to work with, but in all honesty, there just isn't the emotional attachment and passion for the arc that drove the last 3 seasons. This is another very personal reason, but it's unavoidable. We do not enjoy tearing down and mocking the things we love. We want to celebrate them, expand on them, explore them, and sometimes make light of their shortcomings. This is what gave us the best of DBZA up until now. Ultimately, we found ourselves at odds with the approach and the majority of the Buu saga. Listen, I'm gonna sound like a show right now, but that is genuinely a great reason. Ultimately, Buu saga is not as compelling or well written or as well thought out as Cell or Frieza saga. So there's just like, ultimately it would be mostly them kind of like making fun of how dumb some of the things that happen throughout Buu saga are. Mystic Gohan is epic until he's absorbed. Portera earrings are a big commitment until they aren't. Super Saiyan 3 because fuck it, why not have it happen, right? And there's just like all this other stuff here too. Like, yeah, Buu is a very boring villain. SSJ3 conceptually is trash. Yada 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 yada. And I could actually agree that there's not as much good to work with here, especially compared to having someone phenomenal like Cell, and then going into just there's not even an equivalent to compare to in Buu saga. If I had to give it some quick thought here, like the most compelling theme to explore is probably Gohan as an adult with Great Saiyan Man conflicting with Orange High School, but it's such a small amount. It's like you'd have to like kind of chop up a lot of Buu saga to make that anywhere near a focus, because there's so little of it. So I don't blame, honestly. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Abridged Buu could match Abridged Cell. Honestly, I think it's an unwinnable battle, and I actually don't blame them for passing on that. And on a high note instead, let's keep reading though. We're burned out on the original method in general. It's been an absolute blast to bring DBZA to life, but after 11 years of the same project, it's gotten oppressive, which again is a scary thought. I love DBZA more than anyone on the planet, not because it gave me this job, but because it helped pay the bills. Not because it gave me this job, not because it helped pay the bills, not because it got me invited to conventions, because it made me a better person, a better writer, a better director, a better actor, a better editor. Bless up, dude. The editing skills are insane. A better worker. I learned so much while working on DBZA, and I got to express my love for comedy, drama, and Dragon Ball to the world. Anyone who's seen me talk live about the finale of 60 has seen me coming to tears when talking about how proud I was to show it to everyone and how overwhelmed I was to hear such a positive response. The idea that we could come to resent the series by forcing ourselves to work on it past a point where we feel artistically fulfilled, that's awful. And I honestly hope you all can understand why. But it's not just me. Nick and Kurt have also lost their steam with this approach due to the limiting nature of the production and our aforementioned perspective on the Boo saga as a whole. Number 3. Also very fair issue, by the way. Yeah, this is like, for those of y'all, for the few of you here who know of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but have for some reason not seen the finale, episode 60, part 1, part 2, part 3, and even for those of you who have watched Abridged and are revisiting now, it's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. I cried. I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. Episode 60, part 2, to me, actually does the emotional pull better than the source material. Like, it is actually insane. Like, holy fucking shit. You've come so far. You've surpassed the very source material that inspired you. I can't, dude. It's insane. The lifeline that sustains the company is our main channel. Copyright claims have put us at risk of losing that channel and our livelihoods in jeopardy. We have our employees to look out for, our friends, our colleagues, and doing right by them. By striving to create original, monetizable, copyright-friendly content that also carries our heart and soul as creatives is undeniably important. Let me bring up here again, by the way. Their YouTube channel has millions of subscribers, right? If you get too many strikes, your channel is automatically terminated because you're considered a delinquent with bad behavior. So, like, whenever, just the idea of utilizing other property, even for fair use, for non-profit, for fan-based parodies, it doesn't matter, dude. These crossing the language barrier, how abusable YouTube copyright is, you're the one constantly at defense, never the other way around. No one's defending you, everyone's attacking you. It sucks. And given how consequential it can be when things don't even go your way, and it never is fair in the first place here. Yeah, it's a lot to put all your eggs in that one basket. Again, for the idea of some kind of toxic entitlement by the fan base to demand more, when it's like, well, look, there is risk with doing that, and it's not sustainable long term. We've thought about hosting DBZA on other sites, but nowhere has been safe, and worse, it would serve to draw attention away from our hub, which ultimately could lead to less views, less support, and either the scaling back or collapse of our company. And frankly, and I say this with all due respect, the expansion of our company to better fulfill the creative wants and needs of our employees and the financial stability of all therein is paramount here. Yep. Number 4, our relationships with other companies have been strained by the nature of DBZA. Fair use exists in a nebulous area. Even though we believe it wholeheartedly, that doesn't mean that there's no trouble between us and the copyright holders. And that tension leaks into the ecosystem at which we look to coexist with other companies. As writers, actors, etc., we want to ease this tension moving forward. Big fact. Unfortunately, y'all, in the industry, especially whenever they're working in VAing, and you ultimately you have I don't know, to an extent, you got Funimation looking at you like, oh, y'all the content thieves. And again, it's unfair, but who knows, right? Maybe Toei Animation crossing that language barrier from English to Japanese, all they see is content theft, maybe. Who knows, right? I don't fucking know. That's the whole problem here. That is tough to really build a foundation to have sustainable career paths going forward due to the nature of DBZA. You typically don't see passion projects like this come this far, 11 years of production, to this monumental fan base off of the codependency of another product. You know what I mean? Something I really think of here is like The Simpsons, from like the show that it originally spun off from. Number 5, we mentioned the nebulous nature of copyright over the course of the last 11 years, and we've avoided major legal challenges, but we cannot continue to press our luck in this regard. We want to live in a less gray area without the sword of Damocles above our heads. Did I write the Mockles? Right? The McLees? I'm not sure here. When was this decision made? There was no concrete date, but it was in October of 2019 that we decided to no longer use the footage at all. It started late August, early September. We've been working on the script for BoJack since May and been struggling to get anything of substance down on paper. While it wasn't a complete wash, we weren't happy with the bulk of it. We also restarted the scripting process a couple times, trying to approach it from different angles, but we found ourselves at wit's end. So we started to reflect and talk about the nature of our struggling, and Nick, Kurt, and I came to the conclusions I gave you above. At that time, we'd already written out several of the shorts and were looking to get moving on those before the year's end. They were originally conceived solely as connective tissue between Cell and Boo. We quickly realized that if we could get things rolling, we could possibly continue working on Dragon Ball Abridged via the shorts, potentially solving a majority of our problems. I actually made this post over on Reddit after BoJack was canceled, and we totally borked the announcement of said cancellation. It reflects a lot of what's said here. However, it was over the course of the last 2 weeks that we started to realize continuing the shorts was untenable as well. You mentioned continuing via the shorts. What changed? Imagine you're a child wanting a puppy. You beg your parents all year, and then they say, all right, then we'll get you that puppy for Christmas. Then Christmas comes around and they hand you a box, a wrap box, and in that wrap box isn't a puppy, but a Wowie Chippy's robot toy dog. Bark, bark, wow, wow, bark, bark. While there are plenty of fans who've cheered us on for all the freedom it allows us and the ability for us to monetize it, the drop in visual quality and the change in overall tone, the style, ultimately makes the Boo Saga a lesser version of what we've provided for years. Furthermore, the time to actually produce an entire season with this new animation would put the series off for an unbelievably long time and unfortunately would be incredibly costly. The shorts will continue, but we have no intention at this time to utilize them as a way to cover the Boo Saga. What of us who are contributing specifically for DBZA? We have continuously, time and time again, tried to communicate that this Patreon was not made to fund DBZA. It was made to fund projects outside of DBZA while maintaining our production of our Keystone project through its completion. It has helped fund FF7 Machinima Abridged, AWF Abridged, or AWF Unabridged, Fistmaster, Super Knockoff Versus, X-Minutes, Cell Versus, and other unannounced projects. Essentially all the non-mainline DBZA content. But there's an unavoidable truth here. We promised DBZA would continue besides those projects and that they would not interfere with this production in any meaningful manner. We also announced Season 4 at the end of Season 60 in September 2018, leading some people to believe that the show, as they knew it, would continue as per the usual. Anyone who was looking to secure the creation specifically of DBZA Season 4 via their patronage will likely feel frustrated or even betrayed by this reveal, and we're sorry about that. We also failed in our communication in a timely manner. The moment we decided that DBZA was not happening in its traditional capacity should have prompted a much quicker announcement to that effect. Please understand that the biggest driving factor behind not saying anything was that we desperately wanted to have a real plan for you folks moving forward, not just bad news and a vague idea. As you can see, even debates on providing the Boo Saga via the shorts was not something we'd come to a conclusion on until the last couple weeks. But we accept the responsibility and blame for keeping you in the dark for too long regarding DBZA. So ask of you this: if you are a Patreon solely, or even primarily in hopes of funding traditional DBZA, please consider ceasing your patronage. If you continue to donate for any particular reason, thank you so much. But if you don't feel that you are getting your money's worth, we truthfully understand and we will not blame you for choosing not to continue to support us, and we appreciate all the support you've given us thus far. We will not judge you for being discerning with your own incomes and time, nor will we feel scorned. Is there any chance to change your mind? I cannot say so. We made this decision and it's what we truly feel is best for us moving forward. If you guys have any more questions, I'll make myself available in the comment section. Thank you for your time and support, and I hope you'll continue to see us in the new horizons. But as we said before, we will respect your decisions, whatever they are. 11 years. 2009 to 2020. Had the continued production of DBZA. You got to think here of how less about how things resolved here and more like, yo, look, not only did they maintain contact, go from working remote to working probably less remote and unifying together to do recordings and things like that, maintaining a working relationship, able to expand upon their. There's no way they started this with the idea that they're going to be doing this for the next 11 years. They maintain contacts. TFS becomes a legitimate content powerhouse. All the endless opposition as things continue to grow rapidly, way beyond whatever they possibly envisioned, to the point where now that they're obviously on the radar for content copyright ID abuse and tagging, and more than just, the revenue's going to Toei Animation or Shueisha or whoever, right? No, like they take it down. It gets taken down. The videos are literally blocked, and they push and they get a copyright strike on their thing here. There are some real threats you got to look into how this whole thing operates here. The miracle that through all of that opposition, as far as legal battles are concerned here, they weren't sued to oblivion. They weren't completely shut down. The channel wasn't deleted. And they were able to get to a great stopping point. Not only that, ending on a high note with a stellar Cell Saga finale, to where you do have legitimate closure because you all inside know that Buu Saga is not as good as Cell. How can you not be happy with that? This could have went bad in so many ways. This could have been a blue ball, GG. Yeah, we're in the middle of Namek Saga and Toei's up our ass. We got to shut it down, dude. Yeah, you got to celebrate the legacy and how far they've came and where they were able to stop at appropriately, and more that they stopped. Because naturally, dude, it's 11 years doing the same thing. Yeah, there might be, I don't think it's really unforeseen or even that far-fetched that they may be creatively tapped on this one method of utilizing existing footage to rearrange the narrative and change the lore, while also paying homage to what they enjoyed about Dragon Ball in the first place here. Now that, this was way back when Dragon Ball was kind of in the crickets, but now you have, it is topically relevant. And again, so maybe the idea of even having abridged cross traffic to get your fill of Dragon Ball is no longer needed. You got Super, you got the movies. Reminder again that Dragon Ball Super Broly made 50 million in box office, which is bonkers for an anime film. It's legit making Hollywood money. So yeah, there's a lot to celebrate right here with that whole thing. So can we get off the white page? Let me see here for you. Yeah, sure. So yeah, you have to much love the TFS. Have nothing but the highest of respects for all involved in the team, both the front faces with Lampetor, Kazuneko, and Takahata, as well as everyone on the back end as well here. What can I say, dude? It is fantastic. It is amazing, and I'm just happy that we got what we got, dude. For anyone who feels otherwise, I don't know what to tell those people. The toxic ones, the haters. How can you not see episode 60 and just be like, fuck, dude. Broly made 116 million? Fuck me. Damn, that's crazy, dude. So yeah, dude. F in chat for Team 4-Star. But also, we the audience we can't be Chi-Chi. We can't hold the bird in a cage. Here we are now, dude. Many of them have legit voice actor roles now. They're actually, having legit careers. Their fan passion has been fed into an actual career. And who are we to hold them back from that? Straining their working relationship, straining their connections, producing mores because they can. This is how so many things fall. Fairly Odd Parents, Rugrats, Brady Bunch, Jumping the Shark, Google it. This is the thing. You're like, right, clearly the material you have to work with the Buu Saga onward is nowhere as compelling for potential of Abridged or narratively compared to what you can do with an enemy and a boss and a villain as epic as Perfect Cell. Well, not that it wasn't legit before, more that they're it's financially sustainable in a very I can't want to use the word legit here, but industry jobs is what I'm getting here. I'm not implying they're not legit here, but fan projects versus fan projects are passion fueled, but passion only gets you so far in respects to if you're financially sustainable and things like that. So that's what's exciting here. Is they're no longer no longer having to like strain their working relationships with like the nature of doing these like fan edits for the abridged. Yeah, I have a lot of emotions here, obviously, because this is new for me here too. Like, I didn't know that ahead of time. I didn't. Now we know definitively that TFS is moving on from DBZ, but it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning for them, though, right? Like think about how many other I don't know, comparable content output powerhouses have full-time employees, have built the empire they have right now, and are doing what they can to survive and move on and adapt to where things are gonna go here. Anime was so much less mainstream in 2009 compared to where it is now. So ultimately, you know, what I'm looking forward to here is the day when, hey, we're gonna see more of anime's official English dubs with credits provided by Takahata 101, Kaiser Neko, etc. That's amazing, dude. How can you not, dude? Isn't that awesome? So I look forward to continuing to watch the rest of DBZA with y'all. I look forward to going to future anime conventions and seeing them there and saying hi once again. Yeah, man, we are where it's at, dude. We got fucking you got the new My Hero Academia movie coming out and I think about a little over a month from now. I'm sorry, a little under a month from now. And you know what's cool is last year, or no, 2018, My Hero's movie was only playing in my theater in Louisiana for one night with two showings. Here's how crazy anime has gotten. The My Hero movie that debuts late February, early March here, it's playing for 5 days at my theater in Louisiana. That's crazy. Not Houston, not Texas, not Florida, not California. No, in Louisiana, we get it for 5 days because it's proving that anime can sell, and there's faith. That's awesome. Dude. Again, Broly Super, dude. It was sold out for my screening. I was like, okay, damn, Louisiana. I see you weebs here right now. Yo, shit was crazy. I love it. I love it, dude. I don't have to even I don't have to fight. Actually, it gets a decent release because they're confident that, you know, weebs, man, we're out here. There's my speech there for y'all. Thank you all again for listening and kind of cover everything I want to cover there.